everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very unprepared tag to do, and that is the BookTube Real Talk tag. And I was tagged by India at Life is a Page Turner, and I believe one or two other people. I'm not 100% sure. Again, unprepared. But I'll do some future research and leave everything and everyone linked down below. I'm an itty bitty channel, so I sincerely doubt that my piping hot tea matters to anyone, really, maybe, except for me. I don't know. So I didn't really think about the questions. I mean, I've watched the videos and everything, but I haven't really given much thought to the questions. So unpreparedness, here we go. Alright, the first question is, what's something nobody told you about BookTube before you started your channel? I don't know, I didn't really talk to anyone before I started. I just decided I was going to start and made a plan and started. I've watched a couple of other videos that talk about lighting, and, you know, obviously you want to hear, the audience wants to hear you. So I'd say that's important. Look, remembering back to my previous videos, I feel that I did a fairly decent job. I wasn't yet prepared to come downstairs because a lot more people can see me right here. But I think I did a fairly well, you know, pretty good job of being seen and heard good enough, you know. Natural lighting, obviously, as much as you can is great. I have these lamps on behind me, and then this one, just because it tends to be shadow on this side with the natural lighting. So that's it. This was like, I think, 15 bucks at Walmart. I don't remember how much the lights were, but they're the super bright ones. And then the ring light was, I want to say it was roughly $70–$80. But then again, like, this might be expensive to some people. It might not. Might be inexpensive to others. So I don't know. And also another thing that I wish someone had told me is the pressure. I kid you not, I felt so much pressure, not by any particular, like, one person or group of people in particular. I just felt so much pressure to just read books other people were talking about, and I don't know. I can see why it was feeling kind of important to me at that time. I wanted to fit in. I haven't always fit in very well, and I get it. But unfortunately, that led to some spending problems that I'm actually just now, over a year, getting control over. So I don't know, that's just something to think about. I don't think you have to have new books every time, like the books that are just coming out, you know, recent books. I don't think you have to go and buy them. I really don't. You should read what you want to read. If you want to read these books, go ahead. You know, I don't know. It's, again, my piping hot tea doesn't matter to nobody. Question number 2 is, what is your opinion on typical BookTube videos, wrap-ups, TBRs, hauls, etc.? Crap, the neighbor that hates me. So I don't have a problem with them. I like watching wrap-ups, especially if they're books that that are being mentioned that I've already read. I have no problem with them. I think that's a good way to, for the most part, I think these videos are good ways to get out recommendations, to receive recommendations, and just to talk about things that you loved, things that you hated, things that you're just kind of mad about. I do believe that they are very good conversation starter videos, and things like that. I have no problem with them. I personally, I had never ever set a TBR for myself before I started BookTube, and I really felt pressure from myself because of that to read those books when I am very much a mood reader, and it got to me. It really got to me. I started, like, not finishing, you know, any of the books on my TBRs, and it was killing the fun of booktube for me, and so I just decided to stop making TBR videos. I still watch people's TBR videos, but I just personally, they're just not for me to make. But yeah, I like watching those videos. Alright, question number 3 is, what is an assumption you had about booktube before you joined? And was it proven to be correct or not? An assumption. So you know when you're in like middle school and you have your group of friends, you're all cool and everything, and then you go to high school, like you're a freshman at high school, and it takes a little while to sink in that, like, you know, all these little groups in the cafeteria, you know, you have the jockeys, you have the preppy kids, you have like the goth kids, you have the nerds, and then there's always that one table that's kind of a mix of everyone. Like there's the cheerleader who's not really popular, you know, sitting over there. That was me one year. And there's that one kid that, you know, he maybe leans towards emo-ish, maybe doesn't really fit in with everybody else, and, you know, or has a group of friends in that other table. That's what we called our table, was the other table. But it's kind of like that. That's what I felt like. Does that make sense? And I knew that there was probably no way in hell I'd get over to the popular. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the popular table for booktube is like Game of Books, Jesse the Reader, Jesus, I'm blanking, but you know, the people that have like 100,000 subscribers, 90,000 subscribers, 70,000, things like that. You know, the ones that are going to see freaking Michelle Obama and just, you know, getting to do all these wonderful things, which I'm not mad about. Okay, I truly believe that they worked very hard to get where they are. Me personally, I will never have a seat at that table. Do you understand? At least not with those people. But yeah, that's just, and for the most part, it has kind of proven to be true. Question number 4 is, what is something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? I've been a lot more active. So when I first started my channel, I was like just cranking out videos. I was just trying to get as many videos as I could up, because that was the thing that was being told. It's like, the more videos and content that you have out, the better the YouTube algorithm will pick up your videos and like show on other people's feeds, I guess that's how it is, or it was. Anyway, so that's what I was doing, and I got really like worn out. And then BookNet Fest happened, and I met so many wonderful, wonderful people. Oh my god, oh my god. I just, don't even get me started talking about BookNet Fest, okay? And I just, you know what, a part of me still cares. I still really, really care. I still want to, I am very much one of those kinds of people who, I don't like people not liking me, but I know that there are going to be people who don't like me, and that's been a little bit hard for me to digest, because I am very much a nice person. Like, I love talking to people. I love meeting people. I'm awkward and goofy and just weird, but I'm okay. I'm sidetracked. I'm sidetracking. But definitely just being more open, honestly. But at the same time, not forcing myself to be open. If I don't feel like talking to people, I'm not gonna talk to people. If I feel like being super bubbly and happy and I just want to talk to all the people, I will get on Twitter, and my thumbs will be like burning out the keyboard, okay? And I just, or keypad, I don't know, whatever the little thingies are, anyway. And that's it. I have been very, 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 very slowly growing. Again, I'm me. Like, I don't have anything super, I don't know, super me that people are just drawn to. I think I'm one of those people who eventually I'll get a larger following, like, over time. It's going to take a very long time for me, just because I'm not super creative, I'm not super popular, that's how it is. So question number 5 is, what is a common mistake you see new booktubers making, or one that you made? I know I made mistakes, I really do, but I don't think there are any that like really stick out, honestly. I really feel that I did fairly well when I started my channel and everything. my editing skills have gotten better. Definitely play around with editing. Well, I take that back. There's some people that like their first video is like on point with the editing, or they did zero editing. They just like filmed and uploaded, and they're just like perfect, and that's not me. I don't know. I play around with editing, play around with lighting, just have fun. I definitely think that people can tell when you are forcing it, if that makes sense. Like if you're forcing like a happy, bubbly attitude, it comes off as very, I just drank 8 cups of fucking coffee in like 5-hour energies or something like that. You know what I mean? I just be genuine. Honestly, I really truly believe that being you is the most important. The editing, and I've been doing this for over a year now, and I probably said like 8,000 bajillion times already. I just about said it again. Anyway, but yeah, that's it. All right, question number 6 is, what are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? If anyone wants to work with me, I'm totally open for it. I don't care. I believe that the people who are getting the sponsorships and, you know, having publishers reach out to them and send them books, I believe that they worked hard to get to that point. And maybe someday I would really like to be at that point too. Not to the point to where I'm getting massive piles of books like on a daily, weekly basis. I'm having a hard time keeping up with everything, and I don't know. I don't have a problem with it, like seeing it, but for me, it's like I wouldn't feel right receiving a whole bunch of books that I know for a fact I'm not gonna read. It kind of bugs me a little bit. Again, it's not my problem because I'm not the one receiving them, and that I'm just gonna leave it at that. Question number 7 is, do you think BookTube is dying? BookTube is not dying. There are a shit ton of people on BookTube. You just really gotta actually like dig around and search, you know? I subscribe to a lot of channels that have completely different reading tastes as I do. Just because I like that person in particular. I like the content they're creating, or I just like to know what they're saying about stuff that, I mean, I know I'm not going to read, but it's just interesting to me, if that makes sense. Question number 8 is to tag your friends. I'm not going to tag anyone because I was tagged a very long time ago. But if you feel like doing this tag, do it. Yeah, I'm very sorry if this video kind of sucked. I did not prepare. I usually prepare. I take a while to prepare. And I think you're probably able to tell in this video. But then again, I haven't filmed in almost a month, and it's feeling kind of new to me all over again, a little bit weird. But it is what it is. Again, I felt no pressure really to do this video because my piping hot tea is like, matters like this much in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I'm a little bitty nobody, to be honest. But however, I do feel that my opinion is valid, or my opinions are valid, since I have more than one. And that it's just, it is what it is, you know? And yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.